breakfast in the lodge before we head up to Springer. How's that for a hiker breakfast? How's that for a view? Out there. Be out there soon. Alrighty, on the way to Springer Mountain. We left Amical Lodge a little while ago. Getting a ride over from my brothers driving. My dad is in the back, and they'll be heading back to South Carolina after they drop me off here in a little bit. We will see you on the trail. Say hi, guys.
Hi, guys.
Hi, guys. There you go. All right, we're on the way. Alrighty, heading up the Forest Service Road to Springer Mountain. It's a dicey little drive. Hopefully nobody's coming around this corner. There we go. There we go. Yeah, look at that. Nice little drop off right off the side there. We'll try to avoid that. I wonder why they didn't put guardrails in. Anyway, it's almost go time. We'll be there shortly. Alrighty, day 26. I'm going to stop doing this after tomorrow, I think. But day 26, we are at Springer Mountain, Georgia, at the top, and ready to start. My brother, right there, hiked up from the parking area with me, the mile up to the trailhead, left my pack down at the car, and I'll pick it up when we hike a mile down. It's in the low 30s. It looks like it's going to be a gorgeous day, and we're ready to get this bad boy started. Let's go. See you down the trail. All right, there goes my ride. There's no turning back now. See you guys. See you, John. Have fun. I don't know if it's going to be fun, but it's going to be an adventure. Alrighty, I am in Georgia, the southern end, the Appalachian Trail, making my way north for the next 4 months or so. Feels pretty cool. Thankfully, it is an absolutely gorgeous day. It is so nice. The sun is shining back there. You can see it's like already warming up. It was mid-30s when I got dropped off. It's supposed to go up to the 50s. I passed 2 thru hikers coming down from the southern terminus as I was walking back to it. So there's a parking lot a mile north of the southern terminus on the trail. So I got a ride up to that from my dad and my brother. Shout out to Dad and Michael. And I hiked back there, and now I'm hiking north. So we'll see and check in later. So I cut that last one short because a couple guys were hiking south and just passed me. I went to stop and say hi to them. I think they were just like day hikers or overnight section hikers. But today is a short day. I'm just starting out easy. Everybody says to start easy down here and not press yourself too far. So we're only doing like 9 miles today, the mile back to the starting point, and then 8 miles to a shelter, Hawk Mountain Shelter. Stay there tonight, and then probably do 12 tomorrow, and check out my first hostel tomorrow night. So more about that when we get there tomorrow. But yeah, it's looking good, feeling good, and haven't had that, oh geez, what did I get myself into moment yet, but maybe that won't even come. We'll see. Just give you a little view of the trail here. It's mostly kind of downhill grade for the first like 5 miles from the top, which is nice. I can tell I am going to meet all kinds of people here. I just passed a guy who was coming southbound. He had a 2023 thru hiker tag on his bag. They're purple. Mine is yellow for 2024. And he had like a pit bull terrier mix hiking with him, and he had a huge pack. And I asked him if he was almost done, and he said no. He said he was going down to Springer to get his tag. And so I think what he's doing, he said he was doing a 3,100 mile yo-yo. So I guess that means he's hiked the whole trail this past year southbound. It's gonna pick up a tag and start hiking northbound and do another 1,000 miles or so with his dog. I said, does the dog come with you? He said, yep, I don't go anywhere and my dog can't go. I'm like, all right, rock on, buddy. So it's gonna be very interesting. Looking forward to all the characters they meet along the way. You guys will hear about them if you don't meet them. Thanks. Okay, so I think in my announcement video, when I realized I wasn't shooting these in landscape, I told you we would switch it up when I got here, which we've done. And I also said I would try to think of ways to do something, make them a little fun, or give you a sense of what I'm trying to do to pass the time on the trail. So I came up with this idea that I'm gonna play Would You Rather every day. Give me something to think about while I'm putting in the miles. And some of them might be a little more serious, some of them might be a little more silly, but figured I'd give it a try, see if it's entertaining, see if it helps me think about things and pass the time a little more. So today's is, if you had a one round trip ticket on a time machine, would you go 100 years in the past or 100 years in the future? You can think about that. I'll think about that while I'm hiking these next 6 miles or so to my shelter, and I'll let you know what I decide later in the video. See ya. There is a lot of rhododendron down here. They talk about being in the green tunnel on the trail. I think that's usually more for when you get up into Virginia and Pennsylvania and you're under the tree canopy. There aren't leaves on the trees, but there's plenty of rhododendron and it's tall, real tall. It is so gorgeous today. I can't tell you. It's a good day to start down south. So you see that name right there, Benton MacKaye. Benton MacKaye Trail. It's named after the guy who actually came up with the idea for the Appalachian Trail, Benton MacKaye. And it was in the late 20s, and I think the trail was completed in the early 1930s. So there is a Benton MacKaye Trail that actually connects with the Appalachian Trail. I'm pretty sure there's some people that will do a hike that's from Alabama all the way to Katahdin, and they'll get on what's called the Pinhoti Trail. You do the Pinhoti Trail, I think, to the Benton MacKaye Trail, and the Benton MacKaye Trail to here. Then you head all the way up to Katahdin. But Benton MacKaye was a visionary, had the idea for this trail, an Appalachian walk for solitude, and here it is today. Thousands of people use it. A few thousand try to hike the whole thing each year, and 1,000 or less complete it. Hopefully I am going to be one of those. Thank you, Benton MacKaye. Long Creek Falls. Super cool. I'll tell you what, wish I could bottle this feeling, because I'll need the energy, I'm sure, somewhere along the line. But man, it is awesome out here. It is gorgeous. Just met a couple of the guys that are around me. A gentleman named Wallace, younger guy named George, and there's another young guy up ahead of me named Barry. And everybody's targeting the same shelter. There's only like 2 miles ahead right now, maybe 2.25 miles ahead. And I'm gonna get there super early. I talked to a trail volunteer down behind here a little bit, who used to be a ridge runner. And he told me there's a bunch of stealth camping sites about another 2 miles past the shelter if I wanted to put a little extra miles on today and take them off tomorrow. So we'll see. I'm not in a rush, but hanging around the shelter for like 7 hours before I go to sleep, it's a little nuts. And it's such a nice day. Kind of want to be out moving. So see how I feel, get to the shelter, have a snack, decide if I want to press on or not. But man, I wish I could bottle this day up and have 120 more of them. Okay, first audible called on my hiking plan. I did put together a plan just to measure myself against how long I thought it was going to take to Katahdin. And I tried to pace it out and be pretty conservative. Just so I know if I'm ahead or behind something of a reasonable schedule. So today was going to be an 8-mile day, but it's so nice and I'm going to get to this shelter so early. And that ridge runner convinced me to go a little further. And there you go, camping that way, water that way. I've got a liter of water, so I'm gonna press on and do like 2 more miles or so and find a spot to stealth camp and set the tent up. So first night on the trail, I didn't think I'd be tenting that much. I'm gonna set my tent up because it's so darn nice. It's 60 degrees out here. I have a little Bluetooth thermometer with me and it's 60.9. So it is gorgeous. So let's keep going and I'll show you where I set the tent up. Alrighty, I am pushing on to try to find a camping spot a couple miles past the shelter. And just realized I made my first rookie mistake. Probably is not going to be my last, but I don't seem to have any fuel for my stove in my pack. I think what happened was I had a big canister and I bought a small one yesterday, and when I was swapping stuff around, I think I took the big one out and didn't put the little one in. So I'm going to be eating power bars for a couple days till I get to a spot where I can get another canister. Total rookie move. But good thing I had a big breakfast at the lodge today, and just kicking myself for being such a knucklehead. But it's gonna happen. Not a bad first day to do it, and see how it goes from there. Can't wait to see what my next rookie mistake's gonna be. Anyway, on we go. Try and find a place to set up my tent. I'm sure the video doesn't do it justice, but nice little view out there. Breeze is really feeling good. And I just got my first bit of trail magic. As they say, the trail does provide. I passed 3 ladies that were day hiking that I met earlier in the day. They're from Marietta, Georgia. And they were stopped on a big climb. So I stopped and was chatting with them again. And I mentioned my rookie mistake. And one of the ladies insisted that I take half of a sandwich that she had bought, and it was too big for her to finish today, and gave me some grapes. So I got them in my pack, and I'm gonna eat them when I get to my tenting site. It's probably in the next mile or so. And first trail magic in Georgia. How awesome is that? Alrighty, I got a camp spot, and I gotta show everybody how freaking fantastic it is. For somebody who wasn't planning on sleeping in their tent very much, I'm sleeping in here the first night in Georgia, and I've got an unbelievable view out there. It's just fantastic. And I'll show you the tent set up here. My big Agnes tent, all my stuff inside. That's my Ritz-Carlton for the night. All my old work friends will laugh because they know that I never stayed in a Ritz-Carlton. I prefer Hilton Garden Inns. I'm gonna sit right on that rock right there, eat my Trail Magic sandwich, and I'm gonna enjoy that view and wait for the sun that's way up there to set over those mountains. So I can't think of a better way to end the day down here in Georgia. Oh, about my wondering question, would you go 100 years back in time or 100 years forward in time? I would go 100 years forward in time, and I'll have to tell you why tomorrow. But I'm going to sit here and enjoy this view. Have a good night. Hope you guys have as good a view as I do. See you tomorrow.